How are you guys doing? Hopefully great, right? Why am I using a hat? Not sure. I have some sewing here to do, and I've lost just about all my hair. Where you feel that you know that you've lost your hair is because your hair starts getting down into your eyebrows and your eyelashes, the little pieces that come out. And also when you're doing anything, you put your hand on the side of your head and you can feel the moisture of your skin there. That's just like, okay, hair's coming off. So this looks very whatever inside. I was taught never to wear a hat. You take your hat off when you're inside. So I'm not going to wear that. This here, I never thought, maybe I don't know how to wear it. And I never thought it looked good on me. So, but hey, it doesn't look bad, Maybe if I tighten it up a little bit and, how are you supposed to wear these anyway, like that? There you go. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, right? So I've got me a cup of coffee here going. This is some instant coffee. I just wanted to try out some instant coffee that I purchased. The reason that I purchased it is because I'm going back to work, and that's what I want this video to be all about. Going back to work. Now, I don't know if, just between you and me, if this is really something I should be doing or not. But I feel okay. That's just the thing, though. I feel like okay. If you would have caught me like 3 days ago, I felt great. And then Thursday happened, and I had my chemotherapy. And let's see, today is Sunday that I'm recording this. Sunday to Saturday, Saturday to Friday. Yeah, that's like 3 days. Yeah, I was feeling great. And then I'm not sure why. This has been one of the roughest chemos that I've had. I do have the notes on it. They hand you a sheet that tells you what drugs they're giving you as far as chemo drugs. I'm going to check it and see if if there's anything different than what they've been giving me, because I don't think so, because the oncologist is really good about telling you, if you have a different chemo that's coming up. So I don't think anything has changed. It's just sometimes it does this. Now, the thing that I did differently going into this chemotherapy, and for those who don't know my story, I have biliary cancer. It's a cancer that's not really in the gallbladder, and it's not really in the liver. I have both good numbers on those, but it's like on the bile duct, that goes down from your gallbladder into the intestine. And that's the way we found it. I didn't find it. The people found it doing the scans and stuff, is that they saw that there was some kind of choking, like a resistance on the bile duct. Bile duct's not working right. And I was turning all sorts of colors, and itching and all kinds of stuff going on. So when they did a scan, they said there's a tumor there, so went to Moffitt Cancer Center up in Tampa, Florida, and found out that indeed you have what appears to be, and she said to me, liver cancer, gallbladder cancer. What appears to be, okay, thank you for the what appears to be. The sun is setting here in Naples. Got like probably 2 hours to go. So the sun's like right in my window right there. So maybe if I get right here, it'd be just hunky-dory, right? Can we turn the table? There we go. Did that not help at all? No, it didn't. It should go this way, right? Anyway, so I immediately got on what I call my therapeutic keto diet, which is getting on a diet that's low in protein, high in fat, and low in carbs, like 0 carbs, 0 sugars, and not so high in calories either. I'm trying to keep like all that down. And I find that even when I blow through what these are called macros, the numbers, my protein amount, which is my protein macro for me, when I go through that, like 120%, or 150, like way up there, um, I don't get to the point where I do it consistently enough. And I think along with the chemotherapy and the disease itself going on, I don't gain weight. So for me, it's zero benefit, really. It does make me feel fuller. I have to, tell you that part. And sometimes foods taste really good, you know, that have more protein in them. But, you can have foods with fats in them that taste really, really good too. So the thing though that happened probably around chemo session number 4 or 5 is that my taste started changing along with my hair falling out, right? My taste started changing. So these grandiose recipes that I came up for my therapy of doing, this deep ketosis, started tasting yucky. It didn't taste as good. I'd make these concoctions of bacon and pork and whatever, and then having what I call my ketogenic coffee, sort of like bulletproof coffee, only I have even more fat in mine. And then the heavy whipping cream started tasting like weird. And now, experiment with different coffees because coffees taste weird. So it's a rough road, really, when you get like a debilitating disease, and then you get on some protocol. Somebody can't just throw at you a protocol. You have to understand that and say, hey, do what I'm doing, because for you it might taste a certain way, and for this other person it might just be disgusting. But I am of the discipline that even though it tastes crappily, I know that I have to push through, and that this food is medicine, and you just have to keep pressing. I know it's tough. I know things don't taste good. I know lots of fat. You start thinking, oh gosh, that's just looks gaggingly gross. But your body needs it in order for it to get in ketosis, which is where I want this all to go. Because in my belief is, in doing my scientific research, not that I'm a scientist or that I have a lab here, but doing research from papers that have been written scientifically, I have found that for the most part, that a lot of studies have shown that cancer cells cannot uptake ketones. They can't eat ketones. They love as their foods glucose and glutamine. Now, I was just reading in Jason Fung's book a case. What's the name of his book? Let me see real quick. The Cancer Code, right? He writes in there that, I just read a little bit from what he writes. He says, so while weight loss may be a useful strategy to prevent the progression of cancer cachexia, once advanced, limits the effect of diet on treatment. So what he's saying is, once you get into this, where the cachexia starts happening, where the body starts utilizing proteins as fuel, which is horrifying. You don't want that ever to happen. He says reducing glucose in an attempt to starve cancer is only modestly helpful because advanced cancer can break down other tissues to free the glucose it needs. Cancer may also metabolize amino acids such as glutamine, which are released during muscle breakdown. And dietary therapy must be combined with other treatments to be effective at this stage. Now, what he's saying there is not that a therapeutic keto diet is ineffective. He's saying once you get to the point of cancer cachexia, which is, from what I understand, your body's using, it's like breaking it. You ever see these people that have super advanced cancer and they look like skin and bones? They look like a skeleton. That's what he's talking about. And when you get that way, from my reading, my studies that I've done, it's almost impossible to turn that back around, turn it around and get the person to get that that waterfall or that, avalanche to stop. It just doesn't. So he's saying, oh, like was hot and burned halfway the way down. I wonder why. I know I've been having like a little bit of acid reflux. This, I'm telling you, chemotherapy sucks. Yeah, let me just say it. So this has been the roughest, that I've had since the beginning on the chemo stuff. And I think my only way out of this reeds of stuff or this jungle that I'm going through right now is by fasting. And I'm starting immediately. This afternoon, well, today I had, what did I have? I cooked up I had grass-fed, grass-finished hamburger. I had like two good-sized hamburgers, which put me like over my protein macro, but got my fat macro going. I swear I'm going to make one of those coffees even tonight, even if it has to be decaf, and put the heavy whipping cream, which I think we still have in the refrigerator, to work and see if there's some way that, I can get my fat macro up there. Right, tomorrow I want to see some better numbers as far as being a bit more in ketosis. Now, fasting will put you into ketosis, like day 2.5, 3. You're already starting to burn ketones, and all of your glucose has been used in your body. So your body automatically goes over to your fat cells, which is good, right? Anyway, getting back to the whole point of this video is, going back to work. I haven't really mentioned it too much on this YouTube channel, but I am a flight attendant with American Airlines. I have not flown since I've had this diagnosis. And that's going to be an important thing because a couple things. One, I'm not sure of my energy. I know my energy level, but my energy reserve, how long that'll go. So initially, when I bid my work for next month, we do it by a bidding system. I bid for low hours, and then I got the low hours, but then I thought, in these low hours, I want less work, So what I did is I even went to the extent of adding more trips, but I traded them with these lower hour trips into like a longer trip. Does that make sense? Where you would take off, I'm based in Miami, I'd take off out of Miami and then would work on board the airplane. And then for the rest of the flight, people are either sleeping or watching movies or doing whatever they're doing. I can walk through the cabin every 15, 20 minutes, whenever my turn is to walk through the cabin. I can, pick up trash and stuff like that. But you're not really doing that up and down stuff, like, okay, taking off from Miami, now we're landing in Aruba. Now we're taking off from Aruba, we're going to Charlotte. Then we're going from Charlotte over to Tulsa, stuff like that. I just wanted to do like Miami, Los Angeles, Miami, Seattle. That's my first trip. I hope you can come with me because it's going to be fun. And I'm going to do videos. And we can do lives. And we can do all kinds of stuff. Why not, right? But I tell you, I'm not going to push it. And the other thing is, I don't want to feel like this. I want to feel much better. I may take a steam thing to this hat. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to puff out on the side. I'll have to. This looks like it's been sat on or something. But we'll fix it up, right? I'm certainly not going to wear this. And, maybe I could, but it's just, this seems to be more the kind of hat to wear for me anyway, right? So I got that, and then after that, I have a trip. I think. Let me take a look here real quick and just update you guys on what's going on. So the app I have is called Flighty. Then I'm on the 6th now. On the 7th, on this Saturday, I have a trip to Dallas. I'll stay in Dallas. Then the next day, I go Dallas, Los Angeles, and then Los Angeles back to Miami. It's gonna be a long day. I'm trying to trade that one, get rid of that. The other one I have is another weird one like that. It's Miami to Providenciales, which is Turks and Caicos. Then Turks and Caicos to Dallas, and then Dallas to Denver, and then in Denver, I stay there for a long time, like for 30 hours or something. So I like these long layovers in the cities. It'll give me a chance to rest, and we're going to see how it goes. I'm not going to push it, like I said, but I definitely want to feel better than I do. I'm not really sure what did this. One thing that might have done it is I know when I was coming off my real long fast, I ate a lot of cheese because I thought cheese, it's not heavy. I mean, sort of heavy, but, it has lots of fat in it. So it may be good. But I don't know if it didn't combine with one of the chemos. I just don't know. It's just, what I have to do is like a couple things. First, I got to do the fast. Fasting will reset your body quicker than anything. And then maybe go a couple of weeks. I know there's a lot of cheese in the refrigerator, but I mean, cheese, you have to think this way. Even though food is expensive and should not be thrown away, your health is more important than the price you paid for some cheese. Okay? Think that. So, even though you buy something and it's your favorite food, maybe, and you paid a lot for it, if you're in like a mode where you really need to reset your body and it's crisis and that stuff may go bad, let it go bad. Get your body in shape first. Priorities, right? So just know that you can do this. I mean, if I'm feeling this yucky, you can make it through this. It's a challenge, yes, I know, but push. I want to hear your voice strong, and I want to hear your mindset strong. I want to see you journaling, good thoughts, being strong. Drink lots of water, hydrate like crazy, and yeah, that's my message. So back to work. Hope you guys are doing well. I am doing okay, and hope to be doing. Not hope to be doing. Be doing a lot more of these lives. One thing I do is I just want to let you know I am on Instagram as Naples Ketogenic, and I do I've done this thing. I call it my sunrise walk, and so like every morning. Good morning. I'll go out a little early this morning because it's the weekend and it's beautiful outside. And you and I will watch the sun come up, and it's cool. The birds are waking up and everything's getting up, and I have some thoughts that I'll share with you every morning, and it's just a you and me time. If you want to do that, I do it at sunrise. Okay, East Coast time, like Miami sunrise time, because I know New York sunrise time is a little bit different. Because New York sticks way out there, so, and we don't. Okay. All right, that's all the news I have for now. Love you guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for subscribing. Tell some friends about this. If they have health challenges, come and join me. We're going to push through this together. We are warriors. We're not giving up. Cancer does not take a day off, and neither do we. Okay? Be good.